My name's Frances Quinn and I'm the founder and CEO of Athena. We help companies make their vision a success. So essentially we work on two different elements. The first one is looking externally, helping them refine and create their customer journey so that their customers buy more often, stay for longer and refer other people to them. And then the other aspect is looking internally to the business and creating an environment of operational excellence, which essentially helps them save money and make sure that they're getting the most that they can out of their people, process and systems. I've been in business for just over 4.5 years now, and I think the first part of that journey was really about hustle, right? Like juggling balls left, right and centre, not really necessarily doing so very intentionally, and really found myself in a place of getting success but not necessarily harnessing what could be or thinking really big moving forward. So I was probably to some degree before joining Entourage playing it a little bit safe and a little bit small. And perhaps like if I reflect back now on that journey, I really connected to a little bit of fear of success. I wasn't quite ready to leap into where Athena and this journey might take me. I suppose I was getting my fingers in every pie and really feeling like I was the only person that could do everything as best as it could possibly be done, and I think there was a certain level of security in hanging on to those details and doing what was my strength. So, coming from my previous working life, I was really good at taking something and making it come to life and doing all of the details. So that was really a safe space for me. Stepping up into being an entrepreneur, being a CEO, driving strategy, that was all new ground. So a little bit less familiar and a little bit more scary. So the key paradigm shift for me in joining Elevate is actually something that, the best way to describe it is something that Jack said to me over dinner a few weeks back. And that's that essentially what Elevate and Entourage has done for me is helped me realise my own magnificence. And while I wouldn't necessarily, while those are not necessarily words that I'd use to describe myself, it really beautifully encapsulates the mindset shift and the leveling up that I've done since joining Elevate. I'm really starting to differentiate myself from the small place that I used to play and really step up and take ownership of my journey. So since joining Elevate, some of the key business results that I've achieved has been, if we start with the numbers side, the 6 months prior compared to the 6 months after joining, I've taken my conversion rates from 44 to 66%. I've taken my leads from about 1.5 a month to 6.5 per month. I've taken the new contracts new client contracts that we've signed have gone from 4 up to 17 in that same period. My sales results are just off the charts, going from 250K in the entire previous 6 months up to 2.5 mil in the 6 months after, including my record $1 million month. Which I'll never really be able to believe. And my average contract values jumped from about 65K per contract up to 150K per contract. So that's been a pretty exciting journey. And then on a non-numbers basis, I've brought a support team in. I've put systems and processes in place that mean that I'm not getting involved in all of the details that I don't need to be getting involved in. I've stepped away from delivery completely, and I'm really playing a bigger game and focusing on driving the strategy and the culture of the business. And I suppose supporting the team, which has grown quite significantly from 3 people up to 15. Firstly, I walked away going, holy shit, that's like the best training I've ever received anywhere, and I've done quite a lot of training. I was so engaged throughout the process. I was a little bit nervous about meeting all of the other people, but soon the extrovert came out and there was no problem there. I walked away from it with this massive aha moment that a lot of stuff and content that I already knew from the business world and from my professional experience, I'd never stopped to turn inward and actually apply to my own business. So I kind of left with this, why the hell have I never stopped to think about this and spend the time to really work on my own business and not just my clients' businesses before? So some of the elements that have really helped me get the most out of my Entourage journey. The first one is around implementation, relentless implementation and prioritization. So I've never missed a workshop that I've booked in for. I always prioritize that over anything else that needs to be done. Other stuff can be done at 5 a.m. or at 10 p.m., right? But when you've committed to come to a workshop, come, invest the time, turn off your phone, turn off your emails, and fully immerse yourself in that experience, because that's where the greatest learning and the greatest breakthroughs are going to happen. Yeah, look, the retreats have been some of the best experiences of my life. They've all been really, really different, actually, because obviously the people that are there is what creates the overall outcome. I mean, Hawaii was absolutely life-changing, and I don't even, we need an entire other video for me to kind of go through the experience that I had there and why it was so transformational. But every retreat just gives you that time and that space to delve deeper into yourself, who you're being, how you're showing up, and create those circles of people that are going to hold you accountable to the direction that your life is taking, right? All of this is, in my view, so much beyond business, right? There are numbers on a piece of paper, and there's a team, and there's the stuff that we spend our days doing, but I'm all about who you're showing up as, and those retreats have given me the time and the space to really delve into that and elevate myself there. I would recommend Elevate to anybody that is ready emotionally, financially, and mentally to step up, to put their money where their mouth is, put their actions where their mouth is, and really start to create intentional growth in their business. Like anything, you only get out what you put in. So I think anybody that's really ready for that journey.